So welcome to the website build workshop, the website build workshop. So this is where you get your website built for free. So we do custom as an agency. We have an agency that builds websites. As an agency, it starts to get a custom built website is $5,000 to have an agency build it for you. It starts there. And it's usually $10,000 over 2 months. And then you can stay on as a subscriber for $3,000 a month if you need an agency to, hey, do all my here. I'm going to send you some. I want you to put this blog on my thing or change the text or here's some photos and things. However, I can only take maybe three agency clients. So I want to educate our King's Contact Pro subscribers and users so you guys can do all of that because my time is valuable, your time is valuable, and you get to be empowered to do that. So that is great. So we are going to teach you how to build a website inside your builder. So I wanted to just do a quick poll, a quick understanding of where you're at and what you looked at and what you saw when you looked at the website builder, when you subscribed, and answer any quick questions around that. But we're going to do 3 pages over these 3 days. Today, we're going to do the homepage for your ministry. This is intended to be for your ministry or business. It is a business expense. So make sure you categorize that and you pay it from your nonprofit ministry card or your business credit card, and you do the bookkeeping cleanly on that. So what are some initial questions that you had as you logged in? I know Victoria and I did a onboarding session a few days ago, and you had some questions like, "What's this $10,000 in here? What's this?" but what are some initial questions you have, or why did you want to upgrade into a professional business level website builder and CRM? I'll go around the room. I see Michael there. Michael, what inspired you
Um,
to go into professional CRM?
just the more options, like automations and the posting for social media and just having more options, at this point.
Yes, more options for less. I mean, included in $100 subscription, it's unbelievable what we're able to do. So we're able to keep the price way down. You're not paying $500 a month. You're not paying $400 a month. $97 a month is a really good business expense for what you're doing in your mission. So that's great. So Susan, the settings are on the Zoom thing that they don't copy and paste. You can take a little screenshot if you need to do a
Do you
screenshot.
have a
So
quick question when
click
I
on
look
that.
around?
Let me finish with Susan real quick. Susan, just click on that Fathom link. Click on it. It'll open in another browser though. So it works when you just kind of click on it. You see what I'm saying? All right, cool. All right, so that'll get you there. That's our little affiliate link. So, okay, Michael, what was that?
There was build with AI. Have you used that much? Does it work pretty well?
Yeah, we're building things. I was building a funnel and I was using some of the AI to help me inside it. I was using the AI to help me design some of the workflows to the automations to send the emails. I was thinking, okay, well, what am I missing here? And it was helping me there. And we use AI in everything. We're using AI, and we're going to show you the end of the week. We might do a bonus day number 4 if you want to look at another add-on software that we've got that is a full AI built out thing. It allows you to do photos, YouTube thumbnails, text, blogs, all kinds of things. And my partner Jeff is here. He's my business partner. He's got an incredible software that he's developed. So this is Jeff, Ninja Turtle, Jeff Caldwell.
I guess.
Thanks, Jeff, for joining us here too. And yeah, Jeff, introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you're doing in the coding world and adding tools that will integrate seamlessly into King's Contact Pro CRM.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's a lot of things that's really excited with this. One is King Contacts Pro is like it has everything that you need. It has your websites, it has your, if you know marketing, it has your funnels, it has your emails, your automations. It's going to be able to place to keep all your contacts in there in one location. I like to say it's like a place to be able to like grow into your business. Like I've seen businesses that have like, no matter if you have like a team of one or a team of 10 or 20, this is some place that you could absolutely grow into your business. And so they're also, if there's any like super nerds on the call, there's also something called an API. And so I'm able to build additional software for Todd and for you guys. And so Todd and I are very great friends. Todd has been a personal like mentor, personal like business mentor and like like personal mentor for me for the probably the last 9 years. And I remember Todd flew me up to Washington from Las Vegas, and I spent 4 days with Todd, and I helped Todd build his very first opt-in page. Like I was showing Todd how to set up an email follow-up, and that was over like 7 years. So to see Todd where he is at now, this it warms my heart. Like it's so amazing to see what Todd has done, and like to see all you guys on the call. Oh, this is so cool. This is you guys are in great hands, like not only like in a business perspective but also a spiritual perspective. And I mean, Todd is someone that you could lean on for that. And I mean, it's so awesome to have him part on your team. So you guys have a phenomenal tool in your hand. We're going to be building some awesome software to continue to expand it. Even though it's already a huge software, there's just going to be so much more that me and Todd can do personally. So if you guys ever have ideas like, oh, I wish you could do this, like I love AI, and I'm going to be adding a lot of cool AI features into this. And so, if you guys want your life to be a lot easier, well, getting the basic sound, the setup, like with the website, right? I like to say getting your home set up, that's step one, right? So going and getting your website built and just getting something up, then you could do all the cool stuff, right? You're never going to tear down your home, right? So keep your foundation there and then build onto it because you could really grow in with this software.
I
So
love that. Thanks for talking about that as a home. Explain that. I love the way that you explain that your website is your custom home. This is your forever home, and it's where everybody gets to come, and that and the driveways and the rest of the stuff that you talk about. I love that perspective because that makes it simple to somebody who's maybe not totally techie, but tell me about that. What the website being the home and then the driveways and all the things that what's a driveway
yeah.
in your analogy?
Yeah, absolutely. So as you guys are building, there's some core foundations, right? So think of whenever you build a custom home or a house, right? You're gonna want to pick out the colors and you're gonna want to pick out your branding. You're gonna pick out who you want to serve and who you want to help and your mission and your mission statement. Like there's certain things that don't really change much, right? If you invite someone back to your house, you hope that they're gonna stay there for a while, right? So that they're gonna stay there for a while. Well, you also you build that home. Well, that's your foundations. Well, there's also something called funnels, right? Well, that funnel is your marketing thing. Anytime you want to sell something or invite people through a step-by-step process, that's like your driveway, right? So that's what you're inviting people back to your house with. Okay, so that's where you would monetize stuff. A lot of times they're saying like no money no mission, right? If you don't have a way of actually bringing in your finances to be able to support what you're trying to do, sometimes that's like it's not going to go very far, right? So it makes sense to learn how to build those things. Well, you don't want to tear down your entire house. You don't want to get rid of all your branding if your funnel doesn't work, if your donor page doesn't work, or if your webinar to get more volunteers doesn't work, right? So you don't want to ruin your whole home. So that's kind of where you build your foundation first and then you build your driveways. And the very last thing is what we were talking about is Michael was saying is the social media stuff, right? You have a social media poster inside King Contact Pro where you could actually schedule posts into your area. So that's like, where are you inviting people back to your driveway and to ultimately your home, that they're going to stay a part of your mission for the next 5-10 years or hopefully forever, right? And so those are the type of things that you want to think long term about your business. Is there's those 3 steps, and if you could break it down into those 3 steps, King's Contact has everything you need. You need to be able to build your home, set up your branding, Next, invite people back properly to be able to monetize it. It has a phenomenal system for that. And the last is the social media to be able to get it out. It's all in one location, all in one area for you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. How does that does that help you guys to have kind of a mental picture of what a website is as a home? And how many of you have worked on creating the little driveways to the home before, like a funnel page or send out an email blast or an email campaign or a text campaign? Has anybody done that here? All right, all of you. Okay, awesome, awesome. And those are the emails, and then that territory that you're in, that larger social territory, is all your social media, and that's where you are in your community or the boundaries of your community, your town, whatever you're in. So I love it. I love it. And I love that the King's Contact Pro is going to help do all of that, not only faster, but it's I was thinking earlier that it's a multiplier. So as kingdom minded business leaders, entrepreneurs, and ministry leaders, nonprofit leaders, we always think in multiplication. How do I multiply my efforts? And this conversation right here is recorded, and it's going to be 1 hour long. Well, I don't have enough calendar slots on my calendar to have a 1 hour conversation with everybody, and neither do you. So we get to learn how to digitize this and then send it out to others that it will help through these systems. So we get to invite people back to our home, our website, and where all our the goodness is, where we can serve people and take care of them. Those that want to donate, we're serving them by doing work they don't have the time or even the skills to do. There's a lot of recovery ministries that work with us, or medical ministries, or outreach. We can have a system with this that's going to multiply the effort by hundreds. First, it'll be by maybe a dozen. How big is your email list? You get to send out a message, create a 1 hour webinar, create something that's going to help them. And then you're having a 1 hour conversation or delivering some knowledge for an hour to 10 people. And then it grows to 100 people. Then it'll grow to 1,000. And we'll do all of that through this website and CRM system. So that's the basis of it. So awesome. Susan, do we have the ability to have a video library in our website? Absolutely. It's got a full media storage, so it can replace YouTube or Vimeo. Yeah. Yeah. It's really good. And sometimes I'll record a video on my phone. I want to say thank you to one of my donors. I'll record it on my phone. I can upload it to my media storage. I can have just a generic video. Hey, I want to thank you guys for that. Or I can have a personal one, and I can upload that into the media storage, and then you send that out as a link. And now your 100 or 1,000 people on your email list can go click the link and watch that video, all inside this system, this operating system. All right. So that's good. I wanted to get the intent of what this website is. We're not just building a website, but we're actually going to multiply your impact just by this. So let's see if there's any login questions or anything else. Has anyone here not logged in to your builder yet? Okay, so it looks like everybody has. All right. I wanted to go through and get you ready for page one. Ready for page one. Now, is there anyone here that has not used Chat GPT or Claude AI to develop content or copy? Anyone here that's not used AI to do that? That is where we get to save some time. So I was doing that a lot just to create the King's Contact landing page, and that was a lot of fun. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about getting logged in. So log into your King's Contact account. I'll go into a little demo account. What I'm doing is building a template that's going to be a snapshot that's going to deliver emails. It'll be a template for landing pages for your ministry and things. And you guys are going to get to help me build it and give me ideas on, hey, I would love that in a ministry template for that. So I would love feedback on it. When you get logged in, you're going to see something like this. What can I do? Let me share a screen here. I'm going to share a screen just for a second and then come back off. All right. When you create your account in King's Contact Pro, you're going to see this screen when you click on contacts. And what's nice is that the template that's already in here has some placeholder example contacts to kind of see, well, what does I get a first name and last name and where is it placed? And you start finding yourself on the map for your contacts. These contacts are going to come in from your website, and your website is found here. So you go to sites, just like the email said, go to sites, and then there's funnels and websites. These are very, very similar. I know Victoria's got experience working with these. We can start your website by creating one, and we're going to click from template because it's already going to have the right sizes for photos, the right sizes for the sections, and we're going to choose a template. So here's where you guys get to help me. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to choose a template, and you're going to help me build it, if you'd be so kind. And let's look through here and pick out a ministry type website that would help you. When you log into your website builder and CRM system, so King's Contact Pro, you're going to go here. You're going to see that, hey, when you click on dashboard, it's got some dummy text in it, dummy data in it. So there's $10,000 of opportunity value. Like, oh, what's that? Did I make money already? Did I earn money or did I get some donations? Not really. It's just some placeholder things. When you get logged in, it's going to give you a launch pad, and you're going to be able to connect your Google business profile if you have it. You're going to connect your social medias. You can connect your Stripe if you're taking donations. It's right here on Launchpad. So you'll work through each of those things and get set up. That's in Launchpad. The next thing you'll see is conversations. The next thing you'll see is calendars. You can set up calendar settings, and then contacts is where there's some dummy data in here for your contacts, just to kind of show you, oh, there's tags on people. How do I know who to follow up with? I have a donor that just sent support. How do I follow up? Okay, I need to mark them as follow up, and you put tags on them. All right. Then there's the opportunities. I'll just walk you through this real quick, and we'll get right down to sites where we build the website. So it has a marketing pipeline, or marketing is just getting the word out, whether you're a for-profit business or a nonprofit. Marketing is getting the word out about what you're doing. And then there's payments. This is all integrated. It'll show you what comes in. And now I'm going to go down to sites. So sites is where you're going to build your website. You're going to click over here. There's funnels and websites. Funnels is the driveway. Website is the home. We're going to create a new website. And this is where you guys get to help me choose. So we're going to go through categories, life coaching, web designer. We're going to go through here's some most popular. There, you can go through here and look at, hey, I like this style, this layout. So we're just going to choose one. If you see one that you like, just stop me. Car detailing. And then there's categories. And so we can say business, coaching, consulting. You can click on that and it'll filter out. It'll filter out other types. So let's say maybe it's not real estate that we're looking at. Maybe it's more around events, lead capture. There's different types of things. So what does legal bring us? Legal has some darker themes. These are nice because they're laid out very clearly. They look very, very professional, and the pictures are all swapped out. But we're just looking for a framework that might work. Okay, we're going to go back into legal consulting and say, okay, I want a ministry website that's just simple. It's got sections that are dark and then light and then dark, dark, light, dark. You see anything here that might work. Life coaching appointments. Okay, I'm going to grab this one here. Life coaching appointments. It tells you, it lets you look at, okay, what's in this? So we're going to choose that. I'm going to hit continue. And you can change these and just practice in these. You can't break anything. So just think of this. You can't break anything. This opens the builder. And now within every website that you're going to build, you're going to have these big sections. I'm clicking on this section. This next is area is a section, another section on down, section. All right. So there's about 6 or 7 sections. I'm gonna make this bigger, but I want to show you here on the left. What is a website made of? It's made of sections, which is the largest block. The next area is rows, and the next area is elements. So in a website, you just need to remember 3 things: sections, rows, and elements. Sections, rows, and elements. And there's a section. Inside the section are rows. You can have 1, 2, or 3 rows or more. And then there's elements, like it could be a headline, it could be a button, just things that you're going to add. Could be a photo gallery, could be just an image. All right, could be your calendar. Those are elements. So the sections are the big square or the big rectangle. The rows will break it up into 3 columns, 4 columns, 6 columns. And then the elements go inside each of the rows. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing. And that's basic web page layout 101. Okay, are there any questions around layout there? You can unmute. Go ahead, Deb.
So my question is like, I think my website is kind of multi-dimensional. Like, it's coaching, it's my book, it's the work in Haiti. So is there something that covers that?
Uh-huh. Absolutely. Yeah, you're going to modify. There's all kinds of pre-built elements. There's all kinds of different things that are going to be for what you want. And you can go in and borrow something from another part of the template inside your builder. You can go to another template that's like, oh, I like the way that thing's laid out. It's already set. I'm going to
Okay.
copy it and bring it into my main homepage or my main website. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So
Yeah, so those different ones are not, if you pick one, you're not like stuck with it, if you will.
no.
You can modify it.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. You can delete all the sections. Let's say some of these have 6 or 7 sections or 10. Like, that's way too much. Just hit delete, 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 delete. Like, I just like this. I like the hero banner up on top. Have you heard that word before? Hero. That's your hero section. And they call that above the fold. You usually have a big picture, something captivating, and then you have a call to action button maybe within it. We've had on our website like hey, get our free ebook. So your freebie is going to be possibly up inside that hero section above the fold, above that first scroll, the first thing that pops up. And so that's that. Good question. Okay, Susan, you had a question?
Sorry, I wasn't sure which to push. Do we have to put our domain name on it first, or do we play in it first and then transfer
Yeah,
it over?
just start drafting it. Just create the draft and I'll help you connect that domain name.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Good question. So, yes. And so what you'll do when you build is you'll hit save, and you don't have to hit publish. When you hit publish, it'll ask you for a domain name. See, if I hit publish right here, select a domain name. And we have lots of domain names. This little account here just says ministrysetup.com. And we'll click that there. But I don't want to do that one. I want a subdomain on that. So cancel. All right. So that's it. That'll be connect to the domain here, or hit publish and you'll do that. But you're hitting save. So just like, okay, just with this template so far, we've learned the 3 things of every web page is made up of sections, rows, elements. The whole large top is a section. Inside it is a row, and the little things within it are called elements, like photos and whatever. All right. So now, well, just as having this template life coaching with your company, we can look at this through this little eyeball right here. See this image? So we're going to say, well, what does this website look like so far? And we go, oh, hey, that's kind of cool. I help people understand such issues. I help people overcome challenges. I help people get breakthrough. You have all of these things working together for a better life. So this is what the website looks like just sitting here. And it's fantastic. All right. So now we get to put a logo. We get to put a logo in here. We don't have to do that right away. We have a little logo builder that gives you your first logo with AI, and the free one that we can recommend right away is ChatGPT, and you can create your little logo for that. So let's close out of this. So look at this. Here's our about. Here's our little navigation, experience, contact. All right. So let's close this. Okay. So that's your layout. Now you know how to navigate and what you're working with. So within this builder, we've got an element that is a text element. This is saying, hey, I need a text. Like, what if you like this headline and you want another one? You go right here to clone it, and it adds another little text element. And you go right here to delete it. Like, nah, I don't want it there. I'm gonna delete it. So you have these types of text elements. All right. So I'm just going to show you real quick how to add. So you're inside sections, you're inside a row. This looks like it's just a one column. You see that purple? That's its first column. You see if I go here, it says first column, and it says one column row right there. So this is a one column row, and it's got an element inside of it that is do you see that orange word that says headline? So it's a headline element. So let's bring in another headline element. All right. There's another headline element. It comes in with black text, and you get to change all of the color on this right side over here. Makes it simple, super simple. So now let's say we want to say, ready to learn how to lead your family. Ready to learn how to lead your family. We could put just a question there, and then let's grab all of that text. Do we want to make it bold? We can just click on this little bold thing right there. We come over here and say, okay, now that I've clicked bold, I need to make that white to bold that. And then each type of text that you do, italics or underline or whatever, you can change change the colors there. So the main color of the text says color. Let's make that one white also. So if we unbold it, it'll be white also. So we can take the bold off. Let's go back to it. Color, white, bold color. All right. So now that color is white. All right. So that's how to change the colors. So you're going to have your favorite colors. Now there's some different websites that help you get your website colors. Accept all cookies. I'll let them give me a bunch of cookies. Get you website colors, and we're going to, let's go. Let's say you found some colors that you really like, and here's a color palette that you can work through. So this is a paid thing that you can look at palette variations, but you can go through and use this for different types of color ideas. Another one is called Color Lover. They spell it weird, but let's see what this does. Trends and palettes. And so I want to give you this right away. Color, it's a Canadian spelling or British, Colour. All right. And you can look at all of these palettes and say, you know what, I really like these palettes. And I like this one gives you different ways to look at. You can create palettes. It gives you different ways to generate your own colors as well. Look at this here. Claire Dancer. And you can go in and take a look at it. It'll take a minute to load. But all of these types of colors, designs, that is a great place to start. And it gives these numbers. So when you click on it, you get to see what these palettes are, and you get to see what numbers they are. These are called hex codes, and that's what you'll use inside your builder. And you can say, I like this purple. It's a hex code 7A39FC. And let's make this font. I'll Control A to capture the entire thing. And then let's see where we can change the color on that. So we're in color, and I have a specific color I can paste into here. Oops, backdrop color. Oops. Let me go here. We're going to add a custom color. Add color. And it's turned it weirdly invisible because it's the same as the background. Let's hit it with red. But that's how you can get fonts and change colors, etc. Not fonts. That's not how you get fonts. That's how you change colors, and you can change fonts later. All right. So that is, let me hit save. That changes colors. That's how you get your colors through really cool websites like Color Lovers. And let's stop right there. So that's colors. That's design. Close this. You're not updating any metadata yet. And here's, you can go in here. If you can write an email and change text on a page, you can change this. Here's some lorem ipsum text that you get to do that. So let's talk about any questions on this. I'm gonna stop share. Any questions so far? Actually, I'm sure there are. What questions you got? Oh, wait. I need to drink some coffee. You can unmute. Okay, let me ask you, who does not?
I have a
Go ahead,
question.
Deb. Mm-hmm.
So you said that when you're ready to like publish it, to your domain name,
Uh-huh.
like that you would help us with that,
Yeah.
or I mean, like, is that
Yeah.
what? Okay,
Yeah. We'll
because I mean, I
just
have an existing, website. I'm
yes,
just
you have it on our other builder. So we'll help you transfer that domain over. It's some work, but it's doable. We'll get that done. It's in the
and so
DNS
like
settings. If you have it in Namecheap or GoDaddy, we'll just have it point to these are your web page is a bunch of files, a bunch of code that contains things that control the look of the website and what it says. So you have files and files and files that are your website. Inside this is called a CMS, just to geek a little bit, content management system. So inside King's Contact Pro, it's a content management system built on high level, and it is holding all the files for the code for your website. So those DNS settings are pointing to an address right now over at someone else's server. Server is where your files are
right,
hosted. And then now you're going to point them over to this server, and it's just a number. And we're going to change that in the DNS
and
setting.
so like so it's and when we're ready, then we just let you know, and
Yeah.
you'll help us with that. Okay.
Yes, absolutely. So this is a 3-day build. We're going to give you the opportunity to learn how to build 3 pages, and at the end of 3 days we're going to swap it over. So build your things, and we can change it over and help you. By the end of this, you'll be building it. You'll have some homework obviously after today, but we'll get you up and running in 3 days. That's the whole point for this. So good. All
Todd,
right.
I had a question. Leslie and I have talked about, right now she's in Show It. And I know I'm so excited that we're in Go High Level. Since I came on with her, trying to convince her to go high level just
Yeah.
for the functionality of like the school, and it just has everything that we're gonna need for growth. What I would love, because what we have right now is I've made tweaks and Show It to make it a little more to optimize it a little bit better, but I just know there's so much more. I would love, and I know we talked about the clone feature inside of the websites with Go High Level. Does that, when I clone it, does it just clone one singular page, or does it clone like the whole website when I
Okay, so there are some clone features that high level will pull in from like ClickFunnels, etc. That's where I started. This other one, is kind of an off brand. It's not as a clone. So all you're going to do as a builder, a website builder, is just download the photo that's on that thing. You'll download that photo and then store it inside, on your computer in a file. Here's my homepage photos and content. You're going to open a little Word doc or Google Doc. I'd recommend Google Doc, and just paste the words off of your website into that Google Doc,
Okay.
which is really a good exercise because it actually helps you analyze what it's actually saying.
Mhm.
And I do this all the time. I take the words from my existing website and I put it into AI, and I simply say, act as an expert website developer for a ministry or business like ours and improve this website content section by section. Remember that section,
Mhm.
rows, elements. So it'll understand, okay, I need to deliver it in little blocks. It'll give you the exact copy to paste into each section. So that
Mhm.
makes it super, super easy.
Okay.
Within an
So,
afternoon, it's done.
okay. So, because yeah, I'll probably take some of the text that we have, but I'd love to copy a similar format to like a Becca, where could they have really highlight
Sure.
where and just cloning that inside.
Yes, absolutely. You can build those same blocks because it's just little squares. Where do you want the square? Over here or over here?
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, it's real easy. Very good. Very good. Okay. So I've given you the quick overview to get your colors, the quick overview of where to edit. You're inside the editor. You're just typing. It's just a WYSIWYG. Have anybody heard the word WYSIWYG? It's a WYSIWYG editor. It's WY. What you see is what you get. WYSIWYG. Put that in the chat. WYSIWYG. So you're just doing it right on there live. You're not doing any coding. It's made the text so simple. You're not working inside the code. I work in the code. I have AI work inside the code for me when we do this, and it makes it easy. So this super drag and drop editor makes it simple. All right. So you will go through each of the 6 sections of your website, or 5 sections. Let's say it's just 5 sections. And you'll have a dark section and a light section. And a dark, it's not all black, white, but it'll be darker and white. So there's some kind of contrast. And then there'll be colors within the variations of your rows. And you can work through each of those. So that is the basic start there. Let me show you something to make it even easier for you. So let's say you chose this template. I'm going to share my screen, and then I'm going to show you how to just like make some immediate content here with AI real quick. So let's do this. All right. So row number 2. This is what you'll do after we jump off this call. So go choose your favorite homepage. So click right here. Do you see this? This says there's 3 pages on this website: home, appointment, and thank you. So let's just work on the home page here. I'm going to X out of that. And I'll say, I want a home page for my ministry. Here's everything on this page. And I want you to conform it to my ministry. Here's where your ministry mission statement, using the mission statement generator we provided, becomes really powerful. Michael's got his hand up. Let me stop share. Go ahead.
Just a quick question. If you pick a template that says 3 pages, can you just add pages if you need them?
Yes, 100%. Yep. Just add and add and add, and I'll show you where to add a page here. Mm-hmm. Where's my buttons? Here's my buttons. All right. So let's go back here, come out of the builder. So here's 3 pages here. This is just life coaching appointments, right? But we're gonna add a page to that. Let's go back. We're gonna go on. This is a little different than the funnel editor name for the page. So let's just call this services. No, let's just call this book. Get my book. And we'll just say book as the path. See how it says import from ClickFunnels Classic, Victoria. you can import, pages like that, but your builder isn't a well-known builder, so they don't have the integration. So we're going to say, get my book. We want a web page just to advertise our book. So we've started from blank here. Let's pull in a full column, full width section. Let's pull in, let's just say we're going to do 4 sections. Okay. Click elements, and they're all full width. Okay. And then you can add a row this way. So it's sections, rows, elements, right? You can add a row here. Click on this. Give me a 2 column. Let's just make the top one a 1 column. We're going to add a row, and let's make this one a 2 column. And then we're going to add a row. We're going to make this a 1 column. Then this one is a 1 column.
Is there any templates for additional pages, or you have to build them all?
Yeah, no, you can totally add the templates. And then here, I want to show you there's global sections, section templates, widget marketplace. There's other softwares that you can get in here. There's full pre-built sections. So I like using these. Like I want to say about, a call to action, FAQ, footer. So like here's the about. So let's use a dark theme on the top. Let's do some, well, I want to ask some questions. Let's go down here. See if I got that. And then let's close this. So look, my about got placed below that. So how do I move this little guy? We just slide him up here. He's getting closer. Let's get him all the way up. Okay, so now I've got that, but I don't want the dark one in between I don't want dark, I want it dark, light, dark. So let's add an element. Let's go to pre-built sections and do, who's this for? I want a light one here. So this book, this is, hi, I'm this, get my book. And then you can talk about what your book is. And then who's this book perfect for? And then you can use these nice little sections. This spins up a page in an hour. You can build a web page with this builder in an hour or less. So now I wanted to show you, let's save that here. Any questions? Okay.
An hour or less for you, Ted.
Yes, hour or less. But you know what? You're going to go faster each page when you get your homepage built. But let's go back to build our homepage. So this little selector here tells us to go back to home. I'm going to show you something with AI. So we're going to look at this thing with a little eyeball. I'm going to copy all of this, drag all of this down, or just Control A, which is collect all the content on the website. You see that? And then Control C or Command C on a Mac. And then we're going to go into, let me stop share. I'll make a mess here. I can find this. We're going to go into AI and say, I need to make a web page, a home page. So help me. All right. So I'm going to go into my ministry ChatGPT account. I'm going to show you this. Let me share my screen. And then you guys can easily do this afternoon. Make your homepage. All right. So you have your ChatGPT account. It's customized to your ministry. This is our ministry. What do you do? Todd and Tamara of Divine Alliance does this. We want compelling content, blah, blah, blah. We want people to become subscribers, etc. Okay. Now I'm going to tell the AI to be an expert website builder and create a homepage. Now watch this. I see this little button right here. I have a voice to text Chrome extension. I'm going to click it and talk to it. Now watch this. Act as an expert website builder and designer. Period. I'm going to give you a template homepage, and I want you to conform what Divine Alliance International does, as you know, in our custom instructions, to create a world-class homepage for our ministry based on the framework and suggestions of this website template. Do you understand? Period. Tell me when you're ready for the template that will just be copied from the website page. All right, great. I'm ready for the template. Let me stop my text. All right. Now watch this. So I've copied all that content. If you want to see that content, let me stop share for 1 second. I'm going to pull up my little notepad and show you what to do to pull formatting out of code. Watch this. Okay, so you guys know what a little notepad is. It's this little guy right here. So it's a notepad. Everybody has that on their computer. So that copy that I just pulled from the website is all of this here. I just pasted it here. It has no formatting, no markdown. Here's where I wrote on that website, ready to learn how to lead your family, right? Remember that? Life coaching for your family. It's like, oh, okay, make an appointment. Oh, look at that. It says make an appointment. And it's got a lot of lorem ipsum. You'll hear people say it's just placeholder text, lorem ipsum. It's got images, etc. That's what that text looks like. Now, I'm not going to paste a non-formatted text into the AI, but I just want you guys to see that, hey, you can capture the entire page, strip all the formatting off, and then look at it, what it says. So now I'm just going to say, I'm going to drop it into here. And it's going to get what we're trying to do. It's going to develop the web page based on what you've done. Your mission statement has created information. I'm going to mute Michael there. Your mission statement has created information that you can put into your customized chat GPT. Now we're going to show you on Saturday, if you're interested, how to get a hold of another software that uses AI to build out everything, your blogs and emails and everything even faster than chat GPT. So, all right. So here's what we got. How do you think about this? Look at this. It's created a lot, perfect copy, great copy for our webpage, empowering leaders, transforming communities. About us. So look at that. So I've got this, and I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to go to our website. All right. Is this making sense so far? Thumbs up. All right. Go to our website, and then this is how to build a page a day. Even if it takes more than 1 hour, you can do it. So I've asked this little question. What if we Control A, Control V, and drop that into there? We'll just kind of play with this. I don't know. Maybe we should drop it into this place. Control A, Control V. Maybe that text would better be placed into this one. All right. Well, we can play with it. Nothing breaks, right? We're just going to save it. After you edit each element, hit save. All right. And then okay, well, that's cool. What else do we got? All right. So you can see where I'm editing. So here's the thing. It's kind of scrunched, right? So let's say about us. We could have an about us. I help people understand issues. It says our services, guidance for ministry leaders. So we can replace things. So our services has 1, 2, 3 columns. So let's just do, I help people do what? This is how you serve people. I'm just going to put our services. And you just start working with this. And then once you get your web page done, look at this, guidance for ministry and business leaders. Let's just drop that in there. Once you get your web page, drafted a little bit, now you take that web page, do what I just did, go back into ChatGPT, say, hey, this is the draft of my web page. Do you have any additional suggestions or edits for me? So look at this, Control A, Control V. So I'm going up here, click left, hit backspace. We provide guidance for ministries. All right. So that allows you to edit each of these things. I'm going to hit save. I'll hit view. And then you can see our services now is edited, empowering leaders, transforming communities. So it's saying, hey, you can do this for your ministry. What do you do? Guidance for ministry leaders. It gave us that. And see how this leads you through each of these things. Now you might just say, look at this. This is even going to be better. I'm gonna do a little snip, do a screenshot, and say, this is the specific section I'm working on, Mr. AI. And let's go to that. Let's close this section.
Just so you know, you're already at noon. I didn't know if you're planning on, I didn't know if you're planning on stopping
Okay,
in an
so
hour.
let me do that. Let me do one more section here. So guys, if you got 2 more minutes, hang on. Thank you. So I'm going to say, I want to update this specific section for our homepage. Please give me what each of these elements should have, etc. And then I'm going to Control V. I've snipped and copied. I Control V, paste that image. This section is now going to be looked at by the AI, and then it's going to give me the first service box is going to say this: strategic for nonprofit leaders. We equip. Okay, so that's good. It's going to give me an icon suggestion, background color, keep it white for clarity. Then it's going to give me the second service box. I'm stopping sharing. All right. You have 5 sections to build in your homepage. Was that helpful on seeing how to do it quickly to get the content and to blast right through 5 sections on a homepage? All right, Susan, go ahead.
I might have missed it because I was trying to take notes and watch, but when did you tell ChatGPT what your mission statement was as far as building the homepage?
That is in the custom instructions. That is in custom instructions. If you haven't done it yet, it's quite fun to do. So I'll show you where to go in ChatGPT for it.
Thank you.
Let me share my screen. And you can make GPTs individually for your stuff. Or what I like to do is just have one email for my ministry, one email for my business. I got another email for my brainstorming. So for our ministry, we've customized for Divine Alliance our Chat GPT, and this is kind of based on some business things that we were doing too. But it says we want our audience. What traits should Chat GPT have? And what do you mean traits? Formal, professional tone, casual, be opinionated. Well, this is just like an input. It's telling it what to do. We want our audience to be compelled to become a monthly donor through our program called Eternal Streams and commit to give toward outreach in Kenya, toward community development projects. Use NEPQ methods for connecting with the audience and issues. Additionally, give me suggestion to double the impact or results, etc. Right? Should we know anything else about you? Go down here and then put this some background about who you are. So you're Susan, you're director of your ministry, and you're looking for good content out of this AI. You want compelling content. And so you can tell the AI to say, hey, I need to customize my Chat GPT for my ministry. I have a vision statement and a mission statement from our mission statement generator. Make that into be able to answer the questions to customize Chat GPT, and it'll spit out what it could say. It'll spit out what you could talk about. All right. So I'm going to cancel that. So you do that in there, you save it, and then now it has a brain around who you are and what you do. And then all the additional content it creates is going to be themed toward what you do for ministry. Does that make sense?
You have to have the paid version to do the
No.
customizing. Okay.
I haven't seen that unless they took it away, but it's you could do it on the free. We pay for this one, and it's very, very helpful. You get a lot you get more like inputs. You get to ask it more questions, and it uses the higher level AI brain. But shoot, it's all brilliant. Like it's better than my brain and faster on creating content and content ideas. So it gets you 80% there, and it'll give you something to think about. Like, oh, that's a good way. That's a clever way of saying that. So you have 5 sections on your homepage to develop today. Set a timer. Set a 1 hour timer, and let's see what you get. You should be able to customize your chat GPT, use the copy, open up your builder, start with your home, start with the template, then start with the home page. All right, Michael, go ahead.
Do you put video in where the images are? Do you know?
Yes, there's a video element. There's a specific element that's host videos.
Okay.
Mhm.
And are you going to be doing other workshops like on automations and stuff like that, you think, in the future? Or?
Yeah, yeah, we will, because we're bringing out our own software that we're developing that's
Okay.
really going to help with all of that. I even have a funnel mapper, so I'm going to create a project mapper, how to create a fundraiser map, what you do. So we're going to show you all of these things to have like where am I on the map? Where I need a blueprint for what I'm doing just to keep the pieces together. Okay, so I've got a home page. Now, what else do I need? I need emails. I need to contact my people. Well, what else do I need with an email? Well, I need to create an automation to send that email. Okay, and then you get to work through all of these things with these little maps. It's going to be
Okay.
super helpful.
All right, thank you.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, well, our hour is up. Are there any? I want to hear just maybe one takeaway from each of you. I'm trying to make it possible that you can say, oh, if I can edit an email and add a picture to an email, I can probably do a web page with 5 sections. Does that make sense? So, Susan, go ahead. What's one takeaway?
The editing of the website, I think I can handle. It's the chat GPT to get the information to put into it that you're very astute with moving around in it. And I'm like, wait, what did we say? They need an extra one on that.
Yes. I should do a little training on how to set up your chat GPT just for your ministry. I should just do a little separate training for that, how to log in. Yeah. Okay. All right. Michael, one takeaway?
I just like the idea of taking everything from the website and putting in ChatGPT to get more. Like I built out our VV builder, and it was just trying to watch videos and trying to figure out what should be in there, so where ChatGPT can kind of just give me a lot more ideas. So,
Oh yeah, it solves that. It's just like I need it section by section, and then just take a photo, a screenshot of the section you want, because it may give you an entire page and it's not really formatted correctly, but you're like, okay, give me just one section at a time. So you got 5 sections to go through. Give me this one. Give me the next one. Yep. All right, Victoria, any takeaways? Are you available to talk?
Yeah. Well, some of this I already had known just from doing some landing pages, but one of the big takeaways for me is just really how to implement like with ChatGPT and really using that to build out your website. So I'm excited for these next few days too.
All right, great, great. Because we're here to help you multiply your message.
Mhm.
You got a message of transformation. You got to transform some people. We want to help you impact people faster, more efficiently. So you have less time on the administrative stuff and more time on the mission, so people can actually get that face-to-face time with you as you guys work and do the things and be moms and dads and grandma and grandpas and everything. So that's good. Awesome. Well, you guys are great. Love you guys. And we'll see you again tomorrow. Same time, same bat channel. All right. Talk to you later. Bye bye.